Cool.
All right.
Hi everyone, Max here. I'm in Chicago today with Richard, Bob, Wes, Jordan, and Matt. And we are going to be reading Delection Even by Jennifer Scapitone. Delection Even. I dredge allegedly to repair and upgrade the port of Qasr. I edge a legibly duty-free transrational contract drag. Well, I pledge alien legions will be doled expensively, not on the cheap, and not to miss explosives who shell Bechdel that is shell it by the shore of Bechdel cells and flaggingly to the drag of the dividend rates of America. I pluck allegiance from an estimated 1.8 billion into the Executive Committee, Chicago, the World's Fair, and to Columbus Day in the Park. I think it was the fourth of the reprobate which it hands to the drooling class. I mean, the measuring cash, watch this base. I am a semi-free colonist in Gaul, and to the elect by which it assesses, and to the electric by which it stands, and directs the re-deregulated privates, bow, get down. How much would be chucked if this verses then forest of Arden should burn in the name of the national hamlet? If it be true that good wine needs no bush, we'd choose once we got behind the curtain, we guess, if it's there any more except in Geist, while one gush male addles in accidental against its when walking Tokyo, wonderful you came to OOIOO, show and I'll put you on the just list. This against flurry of finger pointing. Forget it and your phony numbers like in Y2 okie doke take it. One ration under planes. Apaches, syllable to us versus shame. One galaxy, under goods, worlds without end fair, under the indivisible party, beneath security, below God's belts to humanity, with puberty and enduring as is, and no trial for troglodytes and dogs, and tax treats for allegiance. The friction has its machine, as you choose it. So let's. I practiced on the train. Let's have at it. So this is from 2009. I don't know if that's of huge importance, but it's always helpful to have a timestamp, especially since 2009 is actually now 10 years in the past. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
So it's always interesting to think about like a poem that's concerned not only with like being avant-garde, but also with being political, like how that changes over the course of a decade. I don't know, I think a lot of the references are rather timeless.
Yeah, Bechtel's still in the news.
Yeah, and Chicago. So let's, what are our first impressions? Let's get some ideas on the table.
Well, I don't know if this, after I read it several times, suddenly, it came to me. I'm thinking about the I. She uses I in this poem a lot.
Yeah.
I. And in the I thing, I'm thinking, who is this? Who is this?
Yeah.
And maybe this will sound a little crazy, but the conclusion I came up with is, the I in this poem is a modern day Julius Caesar. Okay. Are you familiar with the famous phrase from Julius Caesar, attributed to Julius Caesar, Veni, Vidi, Vici, I came, I saw, I conquered. Yeah. And I'm thinking, Veni, Vidi, Vici, I came, I saw, I conquered. Then I say, I dredge, I edge, I pledge. I dredge, I edge, I pledge. And I'm thinking, that's kind of like Veni, Vidi, Vici, I came, I saw, I conquered. And then later on in the poem, when the I comes up again another time, the I identifies itself. I, a semi-free colonist in Gaul. Well, I mean, Caesar's most famous writing is about his campaign in Gaul. Gaul is divided into three parts, but it's called Gaul.
Yeah.
It's a play on words here. And then I'm thinking, well, what's Gaul got to do with this Qasr? And well, it turns out Iraq which is where this is,
Yeah.
was originally three sections of the Ottoman Empire.
Sure. Yeah.
That the British had just sort of stuck together to make one country, which is part of the big problem. So, I mean, the reference to Gaul, at least I think it's the Gaul place, which is divided into, the first line of Caesar's writing is Gaul is divided into three parts, you know, and the reference to Gaul kind of reinforced my idea that this I dredge, I edge, I pledge is her version of Veni Vidi Vici, or I came, I saw, I conquered, but, and then take it from there, but I don't know, it's kind of wild stuff.
I mean, Bob, that's incredible. You like blew the lid off of this. Oh my God. The I dredge, I edge, I pledge. That's brilliant. Yeah, it's Veni Vidi Vici for sure. And even not just in the rhythm of it, but also in the meaning, right? There's something about like I came, I saw, I conquered. Right? There's this sort of like here I am somewhere new, and then it ends with like this very affirmative thing, right? Like I conquered or I pledge, right? They seem to be there's a similar meaning happening there. For
I mean,
sure.
this is a very erudite woman, this
Oh, yeah.
and I'm thinking she would. I mean, I don't think this is a chance thing. I mean, I think she intended that reference to Caesar's writing, both in the Gaul and in the Veni Vidi Vici thing. You know.
I would probably agree. Yeah. She's a scholar of modernism, and there's always a lot of classics in modernism. And she's also a scholar of Italian culture, and so that's Rome, right?
But it also has the foundation is still the Pledge of Allegiance.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was reading too. It keeps doubling back on itself.
I pledge allegiance to the,
I dredge allegedly. Yeah.
And the other thing too is in Chicago, I'm thinking maybe it's not a reference to the city, but it's a reference to the singing group. Are you familiar with the?
Oh,
I think it was
I think it was the 4th of July, and I think it was the 4th of whatever. I mean, that's kind of a play there with her using that Chicago and that one phrase, and I think it was the 4th of.
And to support your thesis, Bob, July is of course named for Julius Caesar. The month of July is named for Julius Caesar. After they read the calendars. Yeah. So jeez.
Nice.
You could go, well, I think that's the intention. To me, that's her intention. Here it is. Make your own. Make what you can out of it.
It's very punny. There's so many puns. It seems like it just keeps jumping around from like kind of let's see, like reprobate or whatever. That's just like republic, right? Re-private, republic.
yeah.
Yes. And to the private, yes, she's
And the drilling class is like the ruling class, and privates, God knows, like it can be like several things. It's got like everything in it. So I guess I kind of read the I as being like the confused person who's giving the Pledge of Allegiance. Like, wait, what am I doing? Like, am I pledging? Am I dredging? Ledging?
Right.
And that's like the experience I think that I've had, right? Imagine kids have, because you have to say the Pledge of Allegiance every morning in school, and you're like 6 years old, and you have no idea what it is, and the kids are saying like whatever words, because they're not processing what they're saying. And I think it can be read as a commentary on, it almost is nonsense. You're not processing what you're saying, so what is it that you're really saying? And so you have to sit there and do the work to understand it, and you have to pay attention to know this thing that you're just mindlessly repeating because you have been told you have to recite it every day.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
right.
I think that you're absolutely right, Jordan. I think, in fact, I was speaking from my own experience, the Pledge of Allegiance was the first thing I remember probably learning by heart and also saying without knowing what it meant.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I had no idea what it meant. Zero idea until I was like, I
Yeah,
don't know, 8
allegiance.
years old.
Most, you ask a little first grade kid, what does allegiance mean?
Yeah.
No idea.
Yeah.
So you're right. Yeah, there's this way in which the daily repetition of the Pledge of Allegiance kind of erodes its meaning, right? And the way that we're kind of inculcated in it from a very young age. Also, it has this strange status, meaning wise, in a lot of our for a lot of us, I think.
Right. And it does sound kind of corporate, I guess, in a way.
Yeah.
Like if you break it down, this is definitely like I'm pretty sure I'm just pledging allegiance to corporations, who
Right.
are, waging war for oil reasons.
Right, like Shell.
Yeah, Shell. Yeah, there's a lot and it's so elusive, and I don't know why, like, the Forest of Arden is in there exactly.
Because I have the answer.
Yeah, okay.
That section, I was most intrigued with, so.
Starting in the back half there.
Yeah, so Arden is Aden, as well as Ardennes.
Okay.
So, it's, it's war, but fall, and, a big containment. And then in that same, section after that, the national hamlet.
Mhm.
And we're going to talk about bushes. And she quotes Shakespeare. If it be true that good wine needs no bush, 'tis true that a good plot needs no epilogue.
Okay.
And
Okay, I didn't know that. And I looked up Ardennes also, and the Forest of Ardennes is where As You Like It takes place.
right,
But
well,
that-
that's where the epilogue comes from.
Okay, oh, perfect. Oh,
From As You Like It.
okay.
Yeah,
Right, so as you choose it, of course, right, at the very end.
and what comes after that in the epilogue. Yet to good wine they do use bushes, and good plays prove the better by the, I can't read my own writing, by the help of good epilogues. So the Geist is both spirit, mind, and ghost. All of the things that you could find in As You Like It.
Right.
It's the
And,
three parts.
to me, Hegel, that's like, Hegel means, the philosophizing in German where it's not transcendental, it's not a religious
Right.
kind of thing. So I just sort of, and then I said, it's time to go.
It's time to go.
Jeez.
The Geist thing too, I mean, she makes, earlier in the poem, she makes reference to two big corporations, Shell and Bechtel. And Geist is a corporation too. They make power control equipment for big corporations like Shell and Bechtel. So, to me, I think and the fact that it capitalized too,
That's a German now.
yeah.
Yeah.
But it could be another a reference to the corporate
Mhm.
aspect that she's talking about in this poem too.
For sure, yeah. There's a lot of that, of the corporate. I mean, and guys, so maybe somebody who remembers this period in American history better can attest to it. But what didn't Bush Sr., while running for president, pull a dirty move on Willie Geist?
Oh.
Or am I
Was Willie Horton? What?
Willie Horton? Wait, who's Willie Geist?
I don't know.
I don't
It doesn't, it's
know.
very.
All right, then I'm glad that I didn't advance this. But anyway, that being said, I do think that Bush here, even though it's lowercase,
Gee, I love that.
there's you know, this is shortly after George W. Bush was president, right? So,
Actually, well, I mean, going back to the, following up on that, I mean, the title, Delection Even, I'm trying to figure out how that fits into any of this. And it could be a Democratic elect, the eve of a Democratic election, because this was written in 2009.
Yeah.
Which was right after Obama.
yeah.
He was inaugurated in
Yeah.
January 2009. And this election even, there's a lot of plays that you could go for. I mean, it could be Democratic election, and delection means something very pleasant, very agreeable. So, you know, maybe that the takeoff on that, you know, that we don't need Bush anymore because we had this election and I don't know.
Yeah.
But again, I mean, you could do, I mean, even if she didn't intend it, I get the feeling that if she would say, well, yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
You know?
I think should be okay with that.
Whatever it does for you, that's great, you know?
Yeah.
What were you gonna say, Wes? Did you have a thought about the title?
I did with it what you did last time with incandescent. So I tried to split it up into, I thought it might be de-election somehow,
Yeah,
but.
Democratic election.
Yeah. Or is it like de-electing something, sort of like.
De-election.
But I don't know why even is there, if that's the case, you know, so maybe it's.
Yeah, it's,
The second Bush was voted in on basically an even election.
Right.
The second Bush.
Right.
The election was basically even.
Contested, yeah.
And it wasn't
Contested at the courts.
even, I mean, you know, went to court.
Yeah.
But that makes sense though. So, yeah, it was
yeah, there you
too
go.
close to call, right?
And if it is, so actually, I guess, like if America's just this corporate state, this re-private or whatever, instead of a republic, just like a privatized, you know, state, then it doesn't matter who gets elected because it's just even. Yeah, the election even. Maybe.
So I've got a Willie Horton kind of question.
Oh,
yeah.
I'm trying to think of what's the geographical place that would, you know, Bechtel by the sea.
Well,
You know, what is the other geographical place that is something by the sea?
Well, isn't, I mean, Bechtel was doing
Yeah.
was the big corporation was doing all this dredging work
Yeah.
by this port to rehabilitate it after the Iraq War. That's where that's how Bechtel,
Huh.
and they were doing it so they could sell it to Shell.
Right.
You know, this port that they were rehabilitating for oil transport and so forth. I think that's the history of that place, Port Qasr. It's a little
Right. With
inlet from the Persian Gulf. You know.
this oil intrigue. Yeah.
I thought it might, just because this whole thing is like frenetically punning all over the place, I thought it might just be a play on she sells, I don't even know if I can say this.
Yeah.
The tongue twister.
Seashells by the
Seashell. Yeah.
Oh, that's,
I think it is that too, absolutely,
Yeah.
yes,
I'm glad you.
yes, yeah.
All right. As Bob was saying, Bechtel sold the shore to Shell, right?
Yeah.
Right, yes.
Which is also it's a cool tongue twister in its own, right?
Right. It was very impressive you could read it.
This whole thing was very impressive that you read it.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
It's fun.
So-
Yeah, go ahead.
The question that I have is, she, you know, mixes up a lot of words, uses a lot of like tough words, but a lot of times you can like make a phrase that sort of makes sense, even if she is like doing something different, like syllabled as like a verb. Like I understand that, even though it's not really a verb. But the one that's confusing me is when she says, when walking to Tokyo, wonderful you caming to O show. That caming is like, it sticks out as weird. It's like the
So
one
let
that I
me give you
can't reconcile
the
that
Urban
word.
Dictionary definition of caning.
I'm so happy you took
Truly enjoy it. Caning is the act of being completely sober at a party while making sure that female party goers are under the influence and consuming alcohol.
Whoa.
Wait, in order as like a designated driver thing, or is it
No,
like a
as
predatory?
predatory.
Okay.
Wow.
That's dark.
Yeah, that is, boy. That really-
And as I had said, you know, the OOIO was a singing group.
Yeah, he said they're a band.
Yeah.
Wow, I had not heard of that.
And
Me
they,
neither.
a Japanese one, so that's the Tokyo
Yeah.
connection.
Yeah, I thought that maybe the gush mail was when Bush Senior like threw up in Japan. You know, it's kind of gross, but
Yeah.
It's like a Bush Japan connection. But didn't